What if everything you thought you knew about Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew wasn't the full story? What if behind the public appearances, the controversies, and the decades-long connection, there's a deeper strategy at play, one that has kept Fergie tied to Andrew long after their divorce? Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about and misunderstood relationships in royal history. From financial struggles to loyalty, reputation rebuilding, and behind-the-scenes influence, this story is far more complex than it appears. Sarah Ferguson, famously known as Fergie, and Prince Andrew officially divorced back in 1996. Most people assumed that would be the end of their relationship. But surprisingly, it wasn't. Not even close. Over the years, they continued living together, supporting each other publicly, and maintaining a connection that many described as unusual. So why did Fergie stay? Let's start with the obvious: financial reality. After her divorce from Prince Andrew, Fergie faced serious financial challenges. Reports over the years revealed mounting debts, controversial business deals, and even public scandals tied to money. Staying close to Andrew gave her a form of stability, even if it wasn't officially acknowledged. Access to royal networks, shared residences, and a sense of security all played a role. But that's just the surface. According to multiple royal insiders and reporters, Fergie understood something very important. Proximity to the royal family, especially to Andrew, meant relevance. And in a world where public image is everything, relevance equals opportunity. By maintaining a close relationship with Andrew, she never fully stepped out of the royal spotlight. And that spotlight matters. Fergie has built a career around media appearances, book deals, interviews, and public speaking. Her identity is deeply tied to her royal connection. Walking away completely from Prince Andrew could have meant losing that identity, and with it, her platform. Then, there's loyalty. Despite everything, scandals, public criticism, and intense media scrutiny, Fergie has consistently stood by Andrew. Even during some of his most controversial moments, she never publicly distanced herself. This level of loyalty has raised eyebrows, but it also reveals something deeper. Their bond goes beyond a traditional relationship. Some insiders describe them as closer now than when they were married. That raises an interesting question. Was their divorce ever truly emotional or just practical? Another angle that royal reporters often highlight is family. Fergie and Andrew share two daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. Maintaining a united front, even after divorce, may have been a deliberate choice to create stability for their children. In royal circles, image and structure matter, and presenting a strong family unit, even an unconventional one, has its advantages. But here's where things get even more intriguing. Some experts believe Fergie's continued presence has also been strategic in terms of influence. While she no longer holds an official royal role, being close to Andrew keeps her within the orbit of royal discussions, events, and inner circles. It's a position of soft power, unofficial, but significant. And then there's the emotional connection. Fergie herself has often described Andrew as her best friend. That's not something you hear every day about ex-spouses, especially in high-profile relationships. Their chemistry, their shared history, and their ability to remain united through decades of challenges suggests something unique, something that goes beyond public perception. However, not everyone sees it positively. Critics argue that Fergie's continued association with Andrew has damaged her reputation, especially given the controversies surrounding him. They question whether her loyalty is admirable or simply self-serving. Is it devotion or is it strategy? The truth likely lies somewhere in between. Royal life is unlike anything most people experience. It's a world driven by image, hierarchy, and long-term positioning. Every relationship, every appearance, and every decision can carry deeper implications. Fergie's choice to stay connected to Andrew may not be simple, but it may be incredibly calculated. And let's not forget resilience. Fergie has faced public humiliation, financial struggles, and relentless media attention. Yet she continues to reinvent herself, stay relevant, and maintain her presence in global conversations. Staying close to Andrew may have been one of the key decisions that allowed her to do that. So when you look at the full picture, financial stability, relevance, loyalty, family, influence, and emotional connection, it becomes clear that Fergie's motives aren't defined by just one factor. They're layered, they're strategic, and they're deeply human. What makes this story so fascinating is that it challenges traditional ideas about relationships, especially in the royal world. Divorce usually means separation, but in this case, it created a different kind of partnership, one that continues to evolve, adapt, and survive under intense public scrutiny. And perhaps that's the real story here. Not just why Fergie stayed, but how she managed to turn a broken royal marriage into a lasting alliance that still captures global attention today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into royal secrets and untold stories, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful insights into the world of royalty, wealth, and influence. Stay tuned, because the next story might change everything you thought you knew.